Big mouths.
Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce myself or reintroduce myself. My name is Chef Nick. I am here for you. This is NY Yankee Mania, NY Mania for the entertainment purposes. Please smash, like, punch, stomp, jump on the like button, subscribe, share. Please do any domestic violence as you can in a polite way. You guys are the savages in the NY Yankee Mania. I am your chef to your savage to your cabbage. I will shred you like coleslaw. Let's do this. You guys are my rock stars. You guys are my chefs. I love you all. Let's rock on. We got this, baby. Chef's kiss, baby. Let's do this.
Wow. Good morning, everyone. How's everybody doing? Nithin, good morning. And Sean Browning, what's going on, my man? How's everybody doing? So we had a lot of noise overnight, everyone.
Yep.
Nithin, why don't you get us started with some of that noise?
So good morning, everyone. Welcome to the chat, guys. My team and I booked you guys our good friend and client, Pat Ragazzo, Mets reporter. He'll be joining here soon. Please get your questions ready for Pat. It's going to be a good one right here. So you guys are going to get a lot of insight about the Mets, Yankees this all season. Obviously, asking about the trade yesterday with the Mets. So what good timing good segue from yesterday into today. So, and speaking of yesterday, obviously the Mets made a big trade. I wouldn't say big, maybe like a good depth piece, I should say, or maybe if he's healthy, he can help out the Mets. Maybe a change of scenery will help. But Luis Robert from the Chicago White Sox got traded to the New York Mets yesterday for Acuna. So that's I can't pronounce his first name, but it's Ronald.
Luis Angel.
Oh, there you go. Luis Angel is Ronald Acuna's brother. So he was part of the trade, and then they gave up right-handed pitcher Truman Pauly in the trade also. So it's a good, decent, small. It's a high reward, low risk, high reward trade for the Mets, and I think maybe like a change of scenery will help him to go to a bigger market. So I think this takes out the Mets out of the Cody Bellinger sweepstakes, obviously. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens later today. Joe thinks the Bellinger signing could happen today. So guys, buckle up. I think we're near a resolution when it comes to Bellinger. And what a better day to have a guest like our good friend Pat Ragazzo, because he'll give you all the insight. So guys, make sure you have good questions ready. And what's up, Armand? Amazing. T-Road, everybody in the chat, you guys are amazing. We do this for you guys, and you guys are killing it right now. Please continue liking, subscribing to this channel. But yesterday, man, was full of news, man, and it's crazy. It's going to get crazier. But what are your thoughts, guys, on Joe and Sean on Luis Robert trade? Because I think this obviously makes a big impact for the Yankees, and it's maybe a bigger chance for him to retain Bellinger too.
Well, Sean, you want to go first? Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, Luis Robert is the talent's obviously there. The problem is he's been injured more often than not. The change of scenery for him is probably good. If the Mets can figure out a way to keep him healthy, he can help them. Because he's got a lot of speed. He's elite defensively. His offensive production due to the injuries fell off. But with Bellinger, I believe at the end of the day, when all is said and done, when the smoke clears, he'll be a Yankee. But he'll have to do a whole lot of
the whole time. You have not swaddled on that at all. So basically, like me too. I'm starting to have my doubts, but you've been very convincing. Sean, you said it from day one. He is signing with the Yankees, and I kind of believe you now. I'm confused for the first time in a long time.
Yeah, no, I mean a lot of us are confused with all and frustrated with the way this offseason's been, the misdirection from a lot of these beat writers.
Yeah.
And then even when the Scott Boris and holding out, you know, that's just kind of, playing the whole greedy game. But, we'll all see which way it goes when the smoke clears. But I honestly believe that he'll be a Yankee.
I believe that until he signs a final dot, but I'm not gonna discount the Blue Jays, Phillies,
Right.
any other mystery teams. But I mean, I hope he stays with the Yankees. That's the goal, but you never know. So I'm not gonna say anything until everything is finalized and I see breaking news. Bellinger signs with.
Yeah. Well, no, and I'm the same way. I'm not counting out the other.
Yeah.
It just makes a whole lot of sense.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yankee Stadium fits Cody Bellinger
Yep.
perfectly, and then you've seen the numbers he had last year,
Yeah.
home versus away.
Mm-hmm. What's up, RC Caller? Welcome to the chat.
But-
Good morning, guys.
Yeah, no, I believe it, and that's why I think that Scott Boras is licking his chops because he said, he's a perfect Yankee fit, and you're going to pay for it. That's it. You want him, you're going to pay, and but it's going to get to the ridiculous state that Bellinger could be locked out for a while, and then he's going to have to take whatever it is. Now, Nithin, is this our AA or a fan?
This is a fan.
Oh, okay. Because I got confused. I got two AAs here. Oh, I'll take 100 of you. That's fine with me. So he says Acuna and Paulie. Acuna was good, and Paulie was a 12-round draft pick last year. And I know a lot of Met fans that called me and texted me last night and told me they're very upset because they wanted Acuna. They wanted him to flourish. And AA says, what is the Yanks' plan if Bellinger signs with another team? Harrison Bader, I think, is going to be. I know you're not going to want to hear that, but I think that's who they're going to.
Or a platoon of Austin Hayes and Spencer Jones.
Yeah, and also
Austin Hayes, I think, is going to the Cardinals, to be honest with you.
You think the Cardinals?
Yeah, I do.
Wow. I wouldn't discount Miguel Andujar, Joe. The name Miguel Andujar.
Yeah, the problem is there's a list of 10 teams the Yankees aren't on it.
Oh, really?
This is according to the big shots. Yeah, Ken Rosenthal.
We had to trade for him.
There's 10 teams that want him. They're looking at 10. Yes.
Okay.
RC says, morning, guys. That the Met trade for Robert is a pivot because they were told they're out of Bellinger? ? Well, yes and no. Listen, remember Uncle Steve, if he wakes up this morning and says, I'm going to spend I feel like spending another $200 million. Let me call up my general manager. Let's get Bellinger. For the sake of it, let's do it. So you can never count the Mets out because that checkbook is a phone call and a text away. So I wouldn't fool around with that textbook. Blaze, Mets fans know the team isn't done yet. No question. With one outfield spot still open, are they moving on from Bellinger now after adding Luis Robert Jr.? Well, let's dissect it a little bit. So Robert is taking over for Marte. The center field is going right now to Tyrone, I would guess. All right,
Tyrone Taylor.
Yeah.
Tyrone Taylor. Sorry, Tyrone.
Right, Taylor. And then left field is who's in left field for them?
Right now, it will probably be Robert, but right now I keep forgetting his name. But
not Juan Soto. Juan Soto is what, right field?
Oh yeah,
Juan Soto's right field.
Yeah. So you're going to put Robin in left. So you have your three outfielders.
And then right field. Wait, hold on. Right field is who?
No, right field is Soto.
Oh, Soto. Okay.
You have Soto, Tyrone.
Okay,
and you have Robin in the outfield. That's not too bad. I mean, it's a pretty good.
Yeah, because Viennos would have been on left field,
Mhm.
or
Now
whoever what his name
Now
was.
he's going to be playing third.
Yep.
All right.
That defense on the. By the way, Sean and Joe, I think the left side of the defense of the match will take a major, not a major drop, but a little drop because Bobichet's range at third base is not that good as when he's playing second base. So,
Right.
I was going over the Mets team with Ken from the Yankees, The Ugly Truth.
Yeah.
And you know, we went over the pluses and the minuses, and he feels where the Mets are really lacking is, you know, pitching. The starting pitching is so questionable, way more than the Yankees. And their relief pitching, they're really counting on Williams and Weaver to take them out of the doldrums. I don't know about that. So he brings up a lot of strong points there. He really does.
Because I mean, I know for the rotation, Senga was supposed to be the ace, but he's always injured, and he hasn't fully lived up to being an ace. Kodai Senga. And then they had a couple other. They had some promising young guys that came up halfway through last year, but you really don't know until the league adjusts to them that you'll see kind of how they're gonna be. The league's got to adjust to them, and then they got to adjust back to the league.
Yeah.
And then you remember they had the project of converting Clay Holmes, and he collapsed last year.
Mm.
And yeah, it's like a whole mess there because you're like, I can't even think of two starters that are like solid starters.
Yeah. Celia, good morning. How you doing? And she says, guys, I still believe the Mets are in on Bellinger. They still technically need a left fielder. They do have people in the minors that could play, but do they want to go that route? Well, for $200 million, they may just tap out. They may go the younger route at this point, and then maybe wait till the trade deadline and see what's going on. The Mets are going to be in on that the National League East, no question about it.
Oh yeah.
We don't know what Atlanta's going to do. They got to have a lot of things go right, a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And the Phillies are good. I mean, there's no question about it. So to me, it's a 3-horse race. We all know that.
Mm-hmm.
But I think out of the three, it's the Mets and the Braves are going to dogfight it. I think for second place. I really do.
Yeah. I mean, because the Braves, the problem with the Braves, if Acuna gets hurt, Ronald Acuna, big brother,
right.
It takes a lot out of that. And then Ozuna, you don't know what he's gonna have for his final walk year.
Yeah. So, who do you think will win that division?
It'd either be the Phillies or the Braves. I mean, like you said, it's a 3-dog fight.
The Mets aren't done, guys.
The Mets
pick up pitching wise.
Yeah, the Mets are still going to make moves, but the Phillies have made moves also. They're a good team.
But I'm saying the Braves could have a good. Yeah, like you can't really count out the Braves, but if they get a lot of injuries, then you can kind of.
You know what would be funny is if the Mets end up signing Paul Goldschmidt for first base.
That would be funny.
Make it a clean sweep.
I wouldn't doubt it. You know, Well,
right now they got Vientos at first.
Yeah.
Because their infield is.
No, they got Bichette at first.
Well, they got Bichette. They got
Simeon.
No, Lindor, Simeon. And then they got like a platoon of like 3 different people at first base.
Right. But what I like about the Mets team is they've got contact hitters.
But that's what we need.
Hear that, Yankees? Contact hitters.
Yep, contact hitters. The Phillies have contact hitters. The Mets have contact hitters. The Braves have contact hitters. Look, the Yankees,
everything but the Yankees.
Yeah, the Yankees learn from that. And look, in the AL East, Red Sox have contact hitters too, and also the Blue Jays have contact hitters. The Rays have contact hitters, and you got the Orioles now too with contact hitters.
Well, we have a contact hitter, but he's a unicorn. He's an all 3-in-1. You know, he's a contact bat, but he's also a slugger.
Yeah, exactly.
And he's a walking machine because they're so afraid to pitch to him.
Yeah.
Right. Well, you know, I don't know. It's just listen. We have enough trouble keeping up with what the Yankees are doing. So, but once Pat comes on, he'll give us some nice insight.
Hey guys,
what's happening with the Mets and the Yanks?
Yeah, guys, get your questions ready for Pat. It's gonna be a good one, guys. You're gonna get a lot of great insight on the off season and what the Yankees can do and what the Mets can still do too.
Was he at the winter meetings?
Yes.
Yeah. Right. Okay. So that's where we stand, guys. Talk a little bit. I know we touched it in the Hall of Fame show last night, but again, congratulations to Carlos Beltran and congratulations to Andrew Jones for making the big HOF. We're real excited that's definitely for them. We're real excited that we got to interview Andrew Jones before he became a Hall of Famer. So, that's really cool. And you can hear that interview if you go on NY Yankee Mania's website and enjoy it because he is definitely a Hall of Famer.
And my team and I will definitely bring him back here eventually so the fans can ask some questions because I know last time YouTube was having trouble with that. So we'll definitely bring him back here. I mean, so the fans can interact with them too.
Yeah, that was a great start, and now we're gonna introduce him, the new Hall of Famer, Andrew Jones. And now we got to get Mr. Carlos Beltran.
Carlos
Beltran. I still have the bat right next to me, baby.
Send me the picture.
He's got to talk to me about this.
Joe, send me the picture of the bat.
Oh yeah, I forgot to take it. I will. So it's. I'll tell you, every time I lift that thing, I feel like I'm lifting a king size bed. It's so heavy.
That's what 38-ounce bat.
38.
Wow, that's crazy.
Hey, some guys love to swing those heavy bats, and it works.
Yeah.
Let's see. We say Rice. Rice makes contact, just was unlucky. And but he nosebleed. He strikes out a ton. That's got to stop.
Yeah. But Ben Rice is promising of the guys in the Yankees lineup.
Yeah.
He does make contact. He does hit into a lot of it, but if he cuts down on that strikeout, he'll have a breakout year for sure.
Yeah, and I agree with you, but again, there's so many question marks that it just bothers me. And right now the Yanks are going in with a lot of question marks. Now, will Bellinger help those question marks? Of course he will, because you can do a lot more. Players will go into their roles, their backup roles, their every other day role or whatever, and we still haven't addressed really the catching situation. We gonna go with two lefties again?
I think that. I mean, it would suck, especially because Austin Wells hasn't really,
he hasn't taken the bull by the horns.
Yeah, that was what I was gonna go for.
Right. No, it's I don't know. It's wow. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just hard to explain. It really is sometimes. It really, really is. But we have to deal with it. We don't have a choice. And it's like this.
Ken from Yankees The Ugly Truth. You're on live with Joe at NY Yankee Mania. Enjoy the adventure.
Yes. Hey everybody, this is Noah Eagle from NBC Sports, and you're all smart. You're top tier sports fans because you're watching NY Yankee Media, the best to get the rest.
All right. Always good to hear some of those nice promos for us, and more to come, guys. A lot more to come. So we really appreciate everybody doing cruise control.
Welcome to the
Is
Black
we
Cruz.
in the house?
Cruz. Good morning.
Is Bellinger signing today or opening day? At work, so limited text. Mariners or Giants in on him. Yankees need to sign another right-handed hitter. Hayes in case Belly leaves or Bader.
Yeah. Bless you.
Bless
you.
So Mariners are apparently in on Bellinger. Okay.
They were listed on as teams, but we don't know what their offers are, and I don't believe that any of the clubs are gonna give Boris his magical 7 years that he's been looking for.
Yeah.
Yeah, forget that. He's not getting no.
What's up, Cruz? I think I can definitely see the Yankees signing Hayes and Bader too. And obviously signing Bassett and Verlander options too. So the Yankees have what do you call multiple things to work with here. But my friend Assad, who's part of this team, he actually thinks that the Yankees already have trades in place, possibly, potentially. So that's possible. The Yankees could have some trades in place already, just waiting for Belly to sign.
Yeah. Either way, as soon as Bellinger signs wherever he signs, as soon as he signs on that dotted line, before that ink dries, Yankees will pivot.
Yeah.
Whether they get Bellinger or not.
And Miguel, how you doing? 9611. If Bellinger signs, he should bat. He should bat should get 2 more pitches to hit with Judge behind him. Yeah, you're right. You're 100% right. And they're going to need a right-handed. It would be nice to have a right-handed hitter too. Well, you have Giancarlo Stanton. I mean, let's face it, they still have him.
Yeah.
But what is he going? Is he going to be 100% healthy? What is going on? How are they doing that? And how is his elbows? That's another key. Is his elbows finally healed? I don't
know. That would be like. I mean, we never heard anything about it after he came back about those tennis elbows.
Cruise control. Yeah, please get back to work. Don't endanger anything. We will let everyone know if we're going to come back on later. It really depends on what the Yankees do today. Yeah. So have a good day at work. Look at the notifications, and there's probably a good shot that we will be on. And tomorrow, remember everyone. Tomorrow. No, wait a minute. Tomorrow's Wednesday.
Tomorrow's Thursday.
Okay, I got the days mixed up. We're going to be on at 4 p.m. tomorrow. 4 p.m., guys. No morning show, so you don't have to worry about bagels and coffee and all that. Worry about some lunch and some dinner when we come on. And then
4:00 p.m. Eastern, my team and I booked good friend and client Paul Borges for 4 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. He's an actor. Everybody knows him that he acted as Yogi Berra in movie 61. So he'll be joining here. He acted in other amazing shows and movies, and he'll be joining this show. So, guys, get your questions ready for Paul.
Was he also on The Sopranos?
Huh? Yeah, he was on I think he was on The Sopranos, but yeah, he'll be joining tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern. So please get your questions ready for Paul.
Right.
And then Friday, my team and I also booked a good friend and client, Kayla Welsh. She's a sports photographer. She'll be joining this show Friday at 10 a.m. Eastern. So that would be another special one too. So stay tuned for that.
Yep, stay tuned, everyone. We've got a lot of shows coming up. And of course, Chef Nick says, don't forget about my show. He says
Thursday night, Chef Nick at 8 p.m. Eastern prime time. He'll be interviewing Joe Begoya. Man, it's gonna be a fun one. I can't wait. This is I think this is gonna be like amazing. This is gonna be epic, legendary. Joe has a lot of stories, obviously, throughout his career, how hard he worked to get to where he is at right now, being part of radio stations and being the doorman at Yankee Stadium, Madison Square Garden. So a lot of things he's done in his career, man, and he's now doing this stuff, which is amazing. And so tune in. Chef Nick is going to ask great questions, and the chat can even ask questions too. So it's going to be a fun one. 8 p.m. prime time Thursday.
Yeah, that should be cool. I mean, I'm looking forward to giving some really good advice to everyone. Blaze, the Yankees need more contact hitters. Oh, yes, we do.
Luis Suarez.
accept the minor. Oh, he's not getting.
No, he's not going to accept the minor league
No
deal.
way.
At least,
And then there's Verlander.
No, Verlander is not going to accept this minor league. He wants a major league
No,
deal. If Verlander, you can get Verlander on a 1 year deal, and then you can get Luis Ariz on a 2 year deal with the option of a 3rd year. So,
but Ariza's defense is sus.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, but
I cannot. If he gets a minor league deal, I mean, I will. I just can't believe that. I mean, it would be crazy.
And plus, he's a switch hitter. Isn't he a switch hitter?
Ariz?
No,
Yeah.
I believe he's a left-handed.
Yeah, he's only a left-handed hitter, but he's a singles machine.
Yeah.
What's up, Minnesota?
No, I'm not taking away from his 3 batting titles. I'm just his defense has been a liability his whole career.
Good morning, Minnesota. He thinks that Luis Robert Jr. is Cedric Mullins 2.0.
Oh, God. What do you really feel? How do you really feel? Wow. My God. Unbelievable. No, but like I said, guys, again, just a little bit more patience. Let's see how it develops. And when Pat comes on, we'll give him the hard questions, and he'll give us the hard answers of what he knows and what he surmises the Yanks and the Mets will be doing. I would definitely sign Verlander on a 1 year deal. Yeah, I kind of agree.
In the New York Minute?
Yeah, because he's not the type of guy that's going to embarrass himself.
No.
If he feels he can't pitch, he's not going to pitch. He's not greedy. And I know that he's still got things in the tank there. And I'm telling you, it would be a real – but the thing is, you don't want to pay him $25 million.
Yeah.
Not for 1 year.
I think he's close to being that 3,000 strikeout plateau, right? Or
I think so. I got to double check it, but I think
it's close to that.
Yeah.
Close to that. But he's been some workhorse, man. He reminds me of, you want to talk 2.0, Roger Clemens. There you go.
Oh, yeah. No, he does remind me a lot of that. I mean,
without a doubt.
What's crazy, I remember when he made that debut with the Tigers.
Yep.
And I was like thinking, this kid's special.
Yeah, Verlander has over, so his career strikeouts right now is 3,500.
Okay, so he's over it, but hey, why not add another 200 plus strikeouts?
I'll take
that
this.
Total.
I'll take this on a 1 year deal instead of trading for a pitcher.
What would be your guideline? 15 million?
10 million.
Oh, he's not going to take 10
12 million.
10 million incentives?
Yeah, 10, I'm going to do 1 year, 12 million with incentives.
12 million plus incentives.
And it can, and that incentives could bring him up to 20.
Yes.
Right.
You know, all-star game, pitching in the World Series and all that.
15 wins.
Quality starts each outing.
An innings thing, like they did with CC.
Yeah.
So another thing that'll make it that'll definitely make him get a few more dollars if he brings Kate Upton to all the dinners.
Yeah.
that'll probably give him $1 million a shot.
There's only 2 things that we want from Verlander: quality starts and Kate Upton. There you go.
You don't want much, do you?
Huh?
You don't want much.
No, we need a World Series ring from Verlander. So there you go.
Yeah, and then fans can start, posting those K's on the things again.
Yeah, really. So,
hey guys, he should be joining soon, hopefully. So let's see.
Yes. Now, he's known as a Met reporter and Sports Illustrated.
Sports Illustrated, and also he's like a podcast contributor for Frank the Tank.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, I remember Frank the Tank.
We did a couple events with Frank the Tank. He's crazy, man. He's one individual.
Is that the guy? Like he goes crazy. He's like kind of heavy.
Yes, he bites the glasses. Yep.
Yeah. Oh, that's who it is. How does
Frank Luna, right?
Huh?
Frank Luna.
Yeah, Frank the Tank, Barstool. Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is that all an act? Does he really act like that?
No, he acts. He's a Mets fan, Dolphin fan. He acts like this sometimes more.
Wow.
Let me see.
Yeah, I know. It's like,
Hey, can you imagine getting paid millions of dollars and hey, jump on tables?
but just keep streaming your head off, all day long. I mean, I
But he
feel
actually really knows his stuff though too. When
he
you get him,
does. The little bit when he's calm and he's talking, he does make a lot of sense, and let's see.
but he could give the fanatic a run for his money.
Miguel says we could be like him soon if the Yankees continue this. Oh boy.
I like
Oh,
people preparing their pitchforks and torches.
oh yeah, no question about it. So no, but I mean, like I said, guys, that there's a lot of good coming. I think, and this is really a very, very interesting Yankee spring training camp, and
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to all of the fights, all of everything. Who's going to make the club? Who's not? We finally get a little bit more insight on how long before Rondon comes back, before Garrett Cole comes back, before Anthony Volpe comes back. Right now everything is up in the air.
I think Rodon is probably May, right around end of April or early May.
Right, but I don't like just I want to hear evidence. I want to hear from them. Let's hear from them.
Yeah.
They've been throwing at Yankee Stadium underneath the outside when the weather's good. They go outside, whatever. But the bottom line is there's so much intrigue in this Yankee spring training. It's going to be unbelievable.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be interesting too. And then especially if they make trades during spring training.
Yes, like I've been saying, the Yankees will be okay. I'm not so worried about it. But at some point, you can't be scared of putting the rookies to play. Good point. Very good.
And the only thing I agree with that, but at the same my thing though that drives me crazy when the Yankees do is they yo-yo these prospects. Like they'll play them for a week and then they'll sit them for X amount of time and then send them back to the minors. They waste options doing that when you could just let them get a run. I don't know, 2-month run before you decide what you want to really do.
No, you're right. 100%. 100%. So
we just reached out. My team and I just reached out to him to see if they're ready. So I just contacted them to reach out to him. So
reach out and touch someone. Let's see. Let's keep going. They should bat low in the lineup. That was done with Jeter. Well, who are we talking about?
I think he's referring to the
okay. Our star of the show is coming on, and we are going to get ready for him, Sean. So, are we ready for these tough questions? First of all, can I, Pat? How you doing? Give me a thumbs up that you're ready. All right, here we go, and here it goes. Everyone, have your questions ready, and we're going to get a lot of good insight on that Met trade last night and some Yankee news. So let's bring up Pat and let's have a little fun. Pat, welcome to the show. How you doing, my friend? Well, I'm going to call you my paisan. How are you, Pat?
I'm great, my paisan. Thanks so much for having me on.
What's going on? First of all, Happy New Year to you and your family. I hope you had a great holiday season. And, just what a wild off season, Pat. First of all, Sean Browning is with me. I'm Joe Mingoya. And again, thank you so much for joining NY Yankee Mania through NITHIN and his Sports Rush team. So we thank you so much. We do follow you, and you always have some great insight. And what a perfect time for you to come on with this Met trade. So without further ado, go ahead, please start us up.
Yeah, I think everyone was ready to go to bed last night on the East Coast, at least, and the Mets swung a trade for Luis Robert Jr., which I feel like has been in the works for about 8-9 months now or so, really, since the trade deadline. And it's a good deal for both sides. I mean, the White Sox have liked Luis Angel Acuna for quite some time. The Mets didn't have to give up a Mark Vientos, who has 4 years of control and high upside. They didn't have to give up a Brett Beatty. And they got a Luis Robert Jr. They got their center fielder who brings speed, stole 33 bases last year. He provides power, and he provides elite defense in the outfield. He had 7 outs above average in center field last year. That was 12th best in baseball among center fielders. So, yeah, I mean, it was a really good deal. The Mets had 2 holes in their outfield after trading Brandon Nimmo, and now they filled one of those holes in Luis Robert Jr. And they got better, and their roster is really starting to take shape now.
Do you call it? I mean, a lot of Met fans texted me last night actually, and they said, "Oh, how can they do this?" Acuna, they were counting on. He was the next best thing in the infield and a star, and they're getting somebody that is hurt all the time, and they can't make heads or tails out of this. And I believe it's a pretty big deal. I don't take this deal lightly at all. I think if he's healthy, he's going to be a really good player for the Mets.
Yeah, no, I agree. He's only 3 years removed from being an all-star, hitting 38 home runs,
right.
857 OPS in 2023. He won a Gold Glove Award in 2020, so he helps with that run prevention, which we've heard David Stearns talk a lot about since the season ended. The Mets haven't really gone there besides getting Marcus Semien, who won the Gold Glove last year. But beyond that, they brought in players who haven't played first base and haven't played third base, and now they've improved in center field. So, but I mean, I guess I understand where people are coming from about Acuna. He does have high upside. I just know that a lot of talent evaluators question the bat and if it was going to translate to the big leagues. He hits the ball on the ground a lot, doesn't have much power, and obviously brings speed, but now you traded speed for speed. So speed and defense for speed and defense. So yeah, it's not the end of the world. I don't think that they got rid of Acuna.
Yeah. And also I think wasn't Acuna blocked with the whole Semien trade?
Yeah, he was blocked with the Semien trade, and they have top prospect Jet Williams, who's a natural second baseman and shortstop, and they have obviously Lindor, Bichette, Mauricio, Viento. Like the list goes on and on and on with the infielders, Brett Beatty. So yeah, Acuna was kind of buried on the roster after the additions that they made this offseason.
Yeah, and we were trying to figure out earlier before you came on how the starting rotation for the Mets would look. I don't know if you could show us up with like Senga and the other holes.
Yeah, well, right now it's Nolan McLean is probably their ace, even though he's a rookie. It's a lot of pressure to put on him after only 8 big league starts, but he was that dominant in his stint with the Mets down the stretch last season. And then they have David Peterson, Kodai Senga, Clay Holmes, and Sean Mania. And then they have young depth in Jonah Tong, Brandon Sproat, and Christian Scott. So I don't think that they're going to go into the season like this. I think that they are going to add someone else, whether it's a frontline starter or a mid-tier guy. But I do think that they are going to make an addition in the rotation. I feel like they have to. Everyone's been harping on the offensive players and who are they going to add, and that they're a bat or two short since they got rid of Alonso, or they let Alonso walk and they got rid of Brandon Nimmo. But the reason why the Mets didn't make the playoffs last year was because of pitching. So they need to add to the starting rotation, and they definitely are in need of bullpen help, which no one really has been talking about.
But I mean, go ahead, Joe.
No, go ahead, Joe.
Well, no, I'm just glad they did actually improve on run defense, because that was the other thing. And the pitching was it kind of exploded or imploded, and then the defense didn't help much either in some of the cases. So I'm glad
they
they
had
did
one of the
improve.
worst defenses in baseball last year. So they definitely have gotten better there. They just they are taking risks with Jorge Polanco at first base and Bo Bichette at third base.
Yes.
Oh wow.
But my question is this: what I like about the Met team, the Met philosophy right now, is they have contact hitters, and I like that. I mean, come on, yeah. I mean, with Soto and Lindor and Polanco and Bichette, I mean, that is not a bad fix in the middle of the lineup. And this is my argument with the Yankees, because the Yankees, they have the names, but there's also a lot of strikeouts. Are they working on that? I have no knowledge yet at this point. I don't know what's going on. We'll get, I'd like to ask you a few questions of, what you think and what you know with the Yankees, but
Yeah.
I like the Met makeup as far as contact hitting, and they're going to be able to move runners around. You do have the big bopper in a Juan Soto, but the Yankees have all the big bop. It's a different type of situation. The Yankees are bombing the ball, and the Mets are hitting singles and doubles, and it all comes down to which one do you like better. And I'm tired of striking out. I'm tired of watching this team strike out 4 or 5 innings a game. I want to see contact hitting, and so I think. I mean, I know, like you said, the bullpen. Are you going to really trust Evan Williams? Are you going to trust Weaver? I mean, have they done a good job so far in the bullpen? I'm not sure, but there's still a good month and a half away before opening day. So, if not more. So I think the Mets got to realize that, they got to make at least 3 more moves.
Yeah, at least you look at the starting rotation, the bullpen. They're at least 2 pieces away, and I think they're done adding position players. I think that Robert Jr. might be the last position player that they add. I would be very shocked if they were to add Cody Bellinger now after adding Luis Robert Jr. last night.
Yeah,
that was my next question. Do you feel that took them out of the Bellinger? And speaking about Bellinger, what's your gut feeling?
I think it did take them out of the Bellinger race. I can't confirm that for sure, but I feel like that, they just took on $22 million with Luis Robert Jr. I don't see them going. They weren't going to go long on a deal with Bellinger, who wants 7 years, and they were going to give high AAV, but now it's hard to see. And with Bellinger, I think that he goes back to the Yankees. I think that this reminds me of the DJ LeMahieu negotiations years ago. And, the Yankees didn't want to give him first. The Yankees didn't want to give him 5 years, and then they wound up giving him 6 years and $90 million. So I think that the Yankees might increase their offer a little bit. They might cave, or Bellinger's side might cave a little bit, but I do think that Bellinger is going to wind up going back to the Yankees. I don't think his market has materialized the way that he had hoped, and he's just such a great fit with the Yankees. And he had a great year last year with them.
You think he's burned bridges a little bit with the fans, because the fans, especially on this show and a lot of shows, they're really upset. We're trying to, navigate it, but they are like, you say you want to be a Yankee, you say this and you say that, but in the meantime, but they're not understanding Boris's technique and the way he handles things. And listen, this may be his last contract for, obvious reasons, with age and everything, but you got to understand the logic to it. I mean, they want to get every penny they can. I think the Yankees are betting against themselves. I think it's Yankees and Yankees and Yankees. People think I'm nuts, but I just feel that way. And there's smoke streams. Listen, I wouldn't surprise me if the Giants scooped and picked them up. What about the Phillies? They lost a couple of outfielders. They're looking to get rid of their right fielder. So, the Phillies have to be in on this, in my opinion. What do you think?
Yeah, I think that Dave Dombrowski said that they're probably done adding position players after bringing back Real Muto. But I don't know. It's a good point that the Yankees have kind of been bidding against themselves with Bellinger, because it doesn't seem like there's we haven't even heard of any mystery teams really up until last night when John Heyman tweeted something out along those lines. But the Yankees have been the biggest suitor, And with the fans and burning bridges, I think they'll understand, and I think they'll be happy if he comes back. I think they just want him back in pinstripes, and it's a business, and everyone's got to understand that. So Bellinger's trying to get paid after the year he just had, and he's approaching 31 years old this season, and this is going to be like his last big contract of his career. So that's what he's trying to get.
Yeah.
Where do you think the narrating of Bellinger? Where would you put him? Would you put him in left field and stay there? Would you go first base? Would you how would you deal? And then and your feelings on Dominguez? So it's like a two-parter here.
Yeah, with Bellinger, I would put him at left field. I think Ben Rice has deserved the everyday shot at first base after the year he put up last year. I think I would put Bellinger in left field. He really didn't play first base last year for the Yanks, but yeah. And then Dominguez, I would try and trade for pitching. I mean, the Yankees are talking about how they want frontline starting pitching as well, and they're not willing to pay the prices. But if you get Bellinger back on a long-term deal, then Dominguez is more, and Spencer Jones, they're both more expendable, and they're going to be blocked in left field.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, go ahead, Sean.
Well, no, and then the Hall of Fame, Carlos Beltran and Andrew Jones got elected to the Hall of Fame last night. What are your takes with Beltran? Are you glad that they stopped punishing him for his part in the whatever happened with the Astros?
Yeah, I think it's been long overdue. I think Beltran was a Hall of Fame player when he played. He was one of the best center fielders in the game when he played, and he played for a very long time. He's a champion, and I think he had a lot of great years and a lot of dominant years where he deserved to finally get in. And he got 70% of the vote last year, so you only need 75% to get in. So it was bound to happen this year, and I'm glad for him, happy for him and his family that he finally got in.
Oh yeah, it's happening. It really is. And I'll tell you, it was a real honor to NITHIN and his sports team had gotten us Andrew Jones a few weeks back. So he came on, and we were rooting for him, no question about it. And the same way with Beltran. So two incredible center fielders making the Hall of Fame was awesome. How about your feelings about Andy Pettitte? Do you think one day he'll make it? Or you just think that one itch where he said he took that stuff because he wanted to get better really fast is going to haunt him for a very, very long time?
Well, I think he is a Hall of Fame pitcher. He's one of the best postseason pitchers of all time, 5-time champion, obviously, of course, with the Yankees.
Yeah.
But yeah, with the Hall of Fame's policy, they probably won't let him in because of that, which is the same reason they won't let Clemens in, the same reason they won't let Bonds in, Sosa, all those guys who were they were the dominant players of their generations. And unfortunately, A-Rod too as well. I believe those guys should all be in the Hall of Fame, but the voters don't really see it that way.
Yeah.
No,
not at all.
Pettitte and Felix Hernandez they got jumps on their numbers. They got up into like 48 and 46% of the vote this year. So yeah. But I mean, Pettitte's got like 2 more years of eligibility.
Yeah, I think
so.
It's too, but we'll see. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah, the clock's
Ted, you were at the winter meetings, and we were following you and following a lot of the great stories. Everything you were saying was great. And what feeling did you get in both the Yankee and the Met minds? Did you think the Yankees were going to, when you walked in there, did you think the Yankees were going to be active? Did you think they were going to be what we saw? What was your impression in Yankee land from you walking around and seeing what was going on? And did you see Cashman most of the time?
I didn't really see Cashman, but I was kind of surprised that they did nothing. I thought, maybe they'd bring back Bellinger, or maybe they'd sign a reliever, or bring in a starter. And, there was just no buzz around the Yankees that week. The Mets were losing players, and the Yankees were not signing players. So,
right.
Yeah, I'm kind of was definitely surprised that they were that inactive during the winter meetings this year, as were the Mets.
Yeah.
The three beasts in the National League East, Phillies, Atlanta, Mets. How do you rate them right now? Forget about whatever else can happen. As of right now, where do you see the three of them? If you had to take a crystal ball into October right now.
I think the Phillies are still the team to beat. I think the Phillies will wind up in first place and winning that division again. I think the Mets are second place now, but they do need to get more pitching. And I think the Braves are still third place. I think the Braves still have some health concerns, some depth concerns. They really didn't do much. They did add to their bullpen this offseason, but they haven't really, they don't really spend. So they're counting on a lot of bounce backs this year. And I still think that they're a third place team.
Yeah. And also what are your thoughts on why they let Alonso walk? I was trying to figure that out. I mean, he was the face of their, homegrown franchise.
Yeah.
Compared to Darryl Strawberry, and they just let him walk without really offering him anything.
Yeah, I think that he just didn't fit David Stearns' mold of wanting athletic players who can play defense. I think that was a big part of it, because Alonso had one of the best seasons for a right-handed hitter last year. He had an 871 OPS, 38 homers, 126 RBIs. He had a really, really good year last year, hitting behind Juan Soto. And, I know a lot of fans didn't want to let him go, but he just didn't fit the mold of what David Stearns wants in a ball player moving forward in his blueprint.
We have a couple of questions for you, if you don't mind, Pat.
Sure.
All right. Well, we have Teresa on the phone here, and she asks, as the show knows, I'm a big Met fan, and I do follow the Yankees also. But I wanted to ask Pat, first of all, thank you for being on the show. And what's it like traveling, or do you travel all the time with the Mets? And how do you gauge your lifestyle for 6, 7, 8 months?
That's a really good question. I travel a little bit still with the team. I don't travel as much as I used to with the team, but it's a lot of fun. I mean, I'm in my 20s still, barely turning 30 this year, actually.
Poor guy.
Welcome to the club.
Thanks. But throughout my 20s, it's been fun, being a single guy and being able to travel with the team all throughout the country, and going and see different ballparks like Dodger Stadium and Camden Yards and Citizens Bank Park and Lone Depot, like the Wrigley Field. It's been awesome to kind of go around and see all the different ballparks over the years, and gouging my lifestyle for 6, 7, 8 months. It's just baseball 24/7 pretty much. And it's a marathon, not a sprint. So got to remember that, got to pace yourself. And that's kind of how I deal with the lifestyle. It was a very long year in 2024. Obviously, we started spring training in February that year, and the Yankees Game 5 of the World Series ended October 30th. So that was a nice 8+ month long season, which was rough. But and then a quick turnaround to last season. With the off season obviously always goes by fast. I mean, we're coming up on spring training now. It's about 3 weeks away. Till guys report. So that's kind of how I deal with the lifestyle, is just kind of try and pace myself, try and take days off, and just obviously it's consuming for 8+ months a year.
We have another question from Samantha. Samantha asks, do you travel with the Met team, or certain reporters, or all reporters go on their own? And how does that feel, and how's that big impact on your family?
I travel by myself. Some team reporters and broadcasters travel with the team, but I do my own travel, separate from the team. I just follow them technically, and it's fun. I see my family as much as possible. Birthdays, holidays, and everything. And I'm glad that I cover baseball, because the major holidays like Thanksgiving and Christmas are during the off season, so I definitely never have to work. at least never have to work in person for those big holidays and stuff. So I still get to see my family a lot, so it doesn't really have too much of an effect on them.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, and you're right. That is good about covering baseball for many, many years.
Yeah.
Jules says this has to be the worst Yankee offseason I've ever seen in my entire 25 years of watching the Yankee team. Do you agree with that? I mean, I know you're young too, but I'm just saying from what you've seen throughout your career, what do you think?
It's surprising. It's surprising of how inactive they've been. And the rumors about Trent Grisham taking the $22 million qualifying offer and that throwing a wrench in their offseason plans, I believe it now. I do, because it's shown, the proof has been in the pudding with how, the lack of moves that they've made. And they've brought guys back, but they're essentially running back the same team, either plus or minus Bellinger, that lost in the ALDS to the Toronto Blue Jays just because they won the same amount of games in the regular season as them. So they will get Garrett Cole back. Rodon will be back as well, obviously from his surgery. But this has not been a Yankee-like offseason whatsoever.
Yeah, and then the whole thing with the Nick Torres, I know he was a Mexican League MVP, and that's not a slouch, but that whole minor league bringing him back at first base, it's kind of like throwing up, because that's a guy that hit like 343 in the Mexican League. But I guess the wild card is how it would translate for him.
Yeah.
To the majors, or
yeah, I mean, you never know. It's not a major league move that they made. So it's not, the Yankees of old that we're so used to are the ones spending money, making big trades, making big signings. Even last year, they signed Max Fried to that massive deal, and that was their big move of the offseason. But just this year, it's just been crickets, and it's really been un-Yankee-like.
Yeah.
What really scares me though is this, Pat, that they gave the guy that was making $5 million, $22 million qualifying offer. What does that say about their development on Spencer Jones? What does that say about Dominguez? Would the Yankees would have been better fit, in my opinion, to take that $22 million and go out and get some really, really good contact hitting, which was out there, still may be out there a little bit. I would love to have a guy like Miguel Andujar. I know he can't really field, but what is that telling you? And what does that tell other clubs that the Yankees didn't have the courage to at least give it a try with Spencer Jones in center field? That's alarming to me. I just feel he's playing center field in minor league ball. Oh, so now just throw him in left like they did with Dominguez. And I think they're killing the value in different types of trades. And I think this is where the sticking point is. I think they overplayed their hand. What do you think?
Yeah, I think that they definitely don't want to rely on Dominguez or Spencer Jones in a starting spot, which now they blocked them. So if they re-signed Bellinger, then they blocked both of them. They brought Grisham back on the qualifying offer, so they blocked at least one of them. Yeah, and that's a good point that you're kind of showing your hand here, where it's like, well, you don't value these guys as much as maybe other teams, but you don't value these guys as much, and you're trying to ship them out in a trade. Like, why would the other team take them? Like that's a really good point, and that is something intriguing that that maybe they could be doing to themselves and not even be realizing it.
Yeah, because they're blocking the whole concept. I mean, listen, I watch minor league games too. I try to watch as many as I can. I love what I see. I understand he strikes out a lot and all that, but he's a very good center fielder. And again, so you're taking him out of his element. You're going to put him in left field. He's not 20 years old. He's going to be 26 soon. So it's going to be like another Judge that they got to rush him. And what are they going to do? So now you have two potential stars, possible stars, but we don't know what they're like. And how many more? You're going to keep Dominguez on the bench again So all of his 21, 20, 21, 22, 23 years is sitting on the bench and once in a while coming up and getting a hit. It doesn't, I mean, does that make sense to you, Pat? Because I can't make heads or tails out of it.
No, yeah, it doesn't make too much of sense.
Yeah.
And to have Trent Grisham as a leadoff hitter again is another problem. I don't think he's a bona fide leadoff hitter. And they should address that. They really should address that. I mentioned on the show quite a few times, I believe that this spring training is going to be so crazy. And I believe there's going to be a few moves. And I don't just mean like the natural, that they get rid of, all the guys they just brought in just to see. I think the Yankees are going to be active in the trade market during the month of March, while they have the World Baseball Classic and all that. How do you see that?
Yeah, if they don't want to spend money, then they got to be active in the trade market. And especially if they bring back Bellinger, then I think they will be because they'll have, Dominguez and Spencer Jones will both be expendable there. So, yeah, I think that's and my other thing that kind of grinds me is like, I don't understand if Trent Grisham signing the qualifying offer was going to throw a wrench into your offseason plans, why even offer it to him? Why? Like they were surprised that he accepted it. Why? Because he wanted $22 million a season. He was never going to get that from anyone else.
No. I mean, his market was like
a deal, but I mean, why offer it to him?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, and they, I answered that by Cashman as late as the winter meeting said, there's no budget yet, so there's no restraint. And then maybe, then are they that different? One's in Florida, one's in New York. I don't understand, but it doesn't make sense. You're bringing a guy from $5 million to $22 million, and now that's stopping you from. We're not talking about Juan Soto move here. We're talking about Trent Grisham, good player, but is he Juan Soto? I don't think so. So I don't understand the logic, and I don't know, Pat. It's like really, it's mind-boggling. It really is. I do have a question. What is the latest on Keith Hernandez? Is he coming back to the booth from what you hear?
He's in negotiations. I think he'll be back. I don't see them moving on from him. I think they'll come to an agreement. He was in a similar spot, I believe, last year or 2 years ago, and
Right.
I think they're talking about maybe a multi-year deal. So I think he should be back.
Yeah, no, that's another guy that belongs in the Hall of Fame.
Yes.
Yeah.
Him, Don Mattingly, and Dale Murphy. All those three belong in the Hall.
The three of them do. Yeah, I'm surprised that they haven't gotten in yet.
And we went because a lot of the fans here are very antsy. But excuse me that we didn't touch upon in the beginning about you. I mean, when did you feel? And again, my apologies. When did you feel that this was the niche? This is what you wanted to do in life, Pat? What drove you to say, hey, you know what? I'm gonna sports report. I'm gonna do this in New York or wherever. When did that hit you?
Probably about now. I grew up loving New York sports. Like I grew up in New Jersey and loving New York sports and following him every day and watching SNY and listening to WFAN. But I didn't know what I wanted to do until the end of college. My senior year of college, I did an internship with WFAN and was able to go to a couple of their remote live broadcasts at Giants training camp and at Joe Torre's golf outing in Sleepy Hollow course in New York State, and got to help out with the interviews there and just kind of get some field experience. And I didn't know I wanted to be a writer yet, but I said, somehow, some way, I'm going to find a way to do this and be around this atmosphere for a living. And I went back to school for a semester and I just started networking relentlessly. And one of the best pieces of advice I got was, hey, if you want your own show one day or want to be on the air one day, like you should write and build credibility that way, like the Stephen A. Smiths of the world did. And that's kind of the advice I took with me, and it all just kind of spiraled into becoming a sports writer and covering the Mets. And I'm very lucky to cover the team I grew up, loving, and yeah, it's definitely been a dream come true.
And how did it feel to you, like the first day you walked into the press box or you walked in on the field? I mean, I know for me, and I was actually 14 years old when I walked onto the Yankee Stadium field and spoke with Willie Randolph as my first one. So that was a happening. But what was it like for you? Because I was just starstruck. I didn't feel anything. I didn't feel my legs. I didn't feel anything. I mean, I went to sit on in the dugout, and I was like, and I have a little embarrassing story. A funny story is Willie Randolph could not find his glove. And, I was talking, and I believe I was talking with, it was Matt Noakes, catcher the Yankees had years ago. And he goes, man, I can't, how you doing? He says hello. And, I said hello. And one thing led to another. Pat, I was sitting on his glove. I did not feel it. I did not feel it. And it was like the most embarrassing thing I ever experienced in my life. And I went, Willie, you got to do me a favor. You got to hit a home run today to win the game or something. Because I'm telling, says, nah, don't worry about it. Believe it or not, he won the game for the Yankees in the bottom of the ninth inning, and they won 2-1. So, I mean, that was some, but, what was your feeling? What, the first time, I guess, was it obviously Citi Field? So
yeah,
tell us about your feeling about, hey, I'm going to the stadium today, but I'm not going as a fan. I'm going to work, and this is real. So tell us a little something about that.
It was surreal. It really was. It was kind of like, hey, I finally am getting to do because I was working towards it for about 2.5, 3, 4 years by then. And I was like, wow, I finally, felt like I made it. And like, I finally get to do this for a living. Had just launched the Mets website for Sports Illustrated. And I was pumped. I was really pumped. And I was nervous to be around the players. Like at first, it's something that takes time to get comfortable. Takes time to get comfortable in that environment, but I was really pumped up, and really surreal feeling to kind of have a dream come true like that. Now it's almost been 5 years now since that day, but definitely never forget it.
Well, one thing's for sure is you do a tremendous, and I'm not saying that because you're here. One thing about us is we're very honest, and you do a very, very, very good job. And, the writing industry, I could see one thing in my future for you. You're going to write a book. You're going to write a book.
Maybe.
I could see it now, baby. And I want to be the first one to promote it. I got the knowledge that you have is incredible for a young man like you. And I'm so, that is heartwarming for me, because I started very young, and I kept at it. It was very, very hard, but I loved that. I wouldn't trade it for the world. And what you're doing at your age is just amazing. And the more you do and where you are, first of all, we wish you all the luck in the world, which we don't really need, because you're awesome. Your articles, and guys, you have to, your website, whatever you have, please share it. Let everybody know, because everybody here should be seeing, everything that you do. Go ahead.
Yeah, my site's Mets on SI. So check it out. You can type it into to Google, and it'll come up under SI. It's a subsidiary site of Sports Illustrated.
Nice.
And you can check out my work at Ragazzo Report on Twitter and Instagram, RAGAZZO Report.
Awesome. And I'm sure you're proud of, all of that. What are your ultimate goals, Pat? What do you, would you like to be in the booth as an announcer? Would you like to be head writer for, let's say, the New York Times, the New York Post, or online? What is your ultimate? If you have, I'm sure you do it, even at a young age of the late 20s.
I think to be a national insider would be a goal. just to be consistently breaking news. I love breaking news is my favorite part of the job. It really is. It's such a rush. Getting the scoop, getting rumors, getting insight, like that's the reporting part of it is like my absolute favorite, just part of the job. And I think to be a national insider one day would be a dream come true.
Oh, you'll get that done. You'll definitely get that done.
Thanks.
If it's possible for you, I know you're very busy. Like during the season, or as we do, we will be doing play-by-play Yankee games here. We did it some last year. This year, we're hoping to do just about all of them. So we would love it, and we do a pregame and a postgame. So we would love it anytime you have some time to come up and talk to us and give you a feel. And if there's anything that you want, and I say this to everybody because then we do it. If you want anything promoted, need anything promoted, please get in touch with us or with NITHIN Sports Rush and let us know, because if you're so really cool to come up with us as a new show as everyone here. That's the least we can do for you. So if there's anything that we can do to promote anything for you, Pat, you can count on us.
Thank you. I'm flattered. I can't thank you enough for all the kind words and everything, and for having me on. It's been a blast.
And I do have another surprise for you.
Sure.
We're going to bring this person up. You may know he or she. I won't give it away, but here we go.
Yo, what's up, Pat?
Hey, Nithin, how are you?
How you doing?
Good. How you doing?
Good. Thank you for joining Joe and Sean. They're amazing, and my team and I have been helping this show out for the last 5 months, and with all the guests that's been on the show has been through us, and they've grown over the years, and this show started with 100 subscribers, and now they're at 700. So, yeah, Pat, thank you for joining them, and obviously you're the best, and we all got connected through. Obviously, my friend Julian, and he's another great one out there too. So, but you are killing it in the game, and obviously we see you on SNY sometimes, and you do a great job with that, and also keeping everybody updated on the news, and obviously Sports Illustrated, and obviously doing the podcast also. So and Pat, you haven't hit your prime yet, man. You're still going at it. And, keep up the great work, man, and glad that we are connected. And in my opinion, you're the best out there. In my opinion.
Thank you. Thanks, Nithin.
Yeah, and again, I don't mean to interrupt, but something just came into my mind that is important for you, Pat, and for the show. We're going to do something where every day in spring training, we're going to dissect every team. And, just not call it like the other guys do, but we're going to have our own blend. When we get up to the Mets, we would love it if you would come on. We'll let you know in plenty of time.
Yeah.
And you can help us dissect what's going on and what you feel. And by that time, there'll be more new Met players and all. So it would be an honor for you to come on for us and be that Met guy for us. I would really, I would be in heaven if you could do that.
I would love to. Yeah, I appreciate it, guys. It's definitely been a blast with you today, chopping it up and everything. So I can't thank you enough. Would love to come back on.
Oh, Pat, I do have one question for you. The one pitcher that intrigues me in the free agent market is Valdez. Where do you think he goes? Because I'm surprised no teams are. Obviously, there's some teams that were interested, like the Mets. But where do you think this will end? His market will end up with Valdez.
I'm going to say the Orioles.
Ooh. Okay.
I think the Orioles need another starter, and I think it's going to be either Gallen or Valdez, and I think that they're more likely to sign a Valdez or a Gallen than the Mets right now.
Okay. Wow, interesting.
How about Verlander going?
Oh, yeah, Verlander. Yeah.
I don't think Verlander will go to the Orioles, but I know they're interested in him. But I think they need a frontline starter. I think it should be a Valdez or a Gallen right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I know earlier there was talk of Valdez with the Cubs. But then, I don't know, it kind of fizzled out.
And Gallen, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not crazy about Gallen, to be honest with you guys. There's so a lot. I don't know. I trust Verlander more, to be honest with you.
Well, I see Gallen going back to the Diamondbacks when it's all said and done.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah, he's got the qualifying offer attached to him, too.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Now you're going down to spring training, correct?
Yeah, I'll be in spring training.
Oh, great. Okay, so that that would be awesome. And but like I said, I can't thank you enough. And great work. And honestly, and I really hope that you had a great Christmas and New Year's.
Likewise.
And now we're already talking about Valentine's Day, so have a great Valentine's Day out there. And actually, Nithin and us, we're going to be at this great dinner in Staten Island, New York. And if you're around, you are more than welcome to come. It's going to be a lot of fun.
His friend Maria, she's Joe's friend Maria. She's an amazing singer, amazing voice. So she's hosting this event February 13th with a couple singers and dancers, and it's like a Valentine's Day party for everyone. So a lot of people are showing up, and she's you Joe, you want to give him a taste of her voice on this? She's really amazing. This her name is Maria Benudo, I think. Yeah, Benudo, right?
Benudo.
Let me get something here. Hold on. Looking. Okay.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Great voice.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you.
Yep.
Now she's also sang with family, well, her and with Andrea Bocelli. So they've been around. They do a lot of cruises. They've been on Kelly Clarkson. They've been all over the place. So it's an honor to have her here. We do an entertainment show, cooking and advice on just about a lot of things. So we're diversifying, and so she's having a big one. And if you're in the area, you are more than welcome to come.
Thank you. I'll probably be in spring training, but thank you for the invite. I really appreciate it, and thank you so much for having me on today.
Of course, and again, we'll let you know in plenty of time when we do Met Day, when we dissect the Mets, and we'll make it as easy as possible to make sure that you're totally available, and we'd really appreciate that. That would be awesome, Pat. And I can't thank you enough for spending some valuable time with us. And get Cody Bellinger to sign with the Yankees, please. Can you do that?
I think that'll probably be the likely outcome.
Okay, so you heard that, folks. All right, don't get on us now. No, but I again really appreciate it. You enjoy safe travels to spring training, and we wish nothing but the best for you.
Thank you, guys. Likewise.
Take care. Yeah.
Take care.
Right.
Have a great day.
Thanks, you too. Bye.
You take care.
Great job, guys. You did awesome. You guys did awesome.
That was awesome. It was really what a guy. Wow. In his late 20s. Man, I love seeing things like that. I really do. I even coming from doing things so young, it's amazing. And the same thing with Nithin. I mean, we think Nithin is like, the way he is, he's like in his 50s, but he's not. He's a young man who's going through the tunnel, going through everything and all. And listen, if we could be a small part of helping, well, then my heart is out to each and every one of you guys. And same thing with Sean Browning. Sean, you've come, and I'm not afraid to say this. Hey, this is live TV, live radio, whatever you want to call it. You've come a long way, Sean. You're doing a great job.
By the way, great. I want to give kudos to Sean and also Evan, the rest of the panel. You guys are improving as interviewers. And Sean, man, you're doing a great job as interviewing our clients and guests. So keep it up, man. And you're growing by the minute. And even Evan and everybody on the panel is learning. So everybody's doing a great job here. So kudos.
Yeah, and come on, we have to be very impressed. I mean, Evan is doing Evan is doing the Super Bowl on here. Super Bowl. We're not talking about chopped liver here.
Whoever thought Evan would be doing the Super Bowl is amazing. That's amazing.
I mean,
it is amazing.
Really. And on top of that, he's doing the championship game on Sunday, folks. He's doing that here, right here. You know how proud that makes NY Yankee Mania? I'm beyond proud. I am beyond proud, and I'm getting emotional. I am beyond proud. I am so proud of each and every one of these people that's with us on this thing, and I wouldn't trade it for the world. And to move over to you guys in the chat, and you're our loving family, and you know how emotional I get. And about Thursday night, tomorrow night, I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm going to have a whole big thing of Kleenex. That's all I know, because what I'm going to be saying and what I'm going to be doing, I just and I'm not going to hold back, because I want everybody to succeed and to have the greatest life you can have. And it's never too late. You want to succeed in something, people, do it. Don't let age, don't let anybody, I don't care. If you think you can do it, do it. And we'll talk a lot about that in our talk with Chef Nick tomorrow night. So don't want to give up too much, because I want you to come back, not for me, but for you guys to succeed. And that's my ultimate. That's why I agreed to do this, for you guys to succeed, and for me to say thank you to each and every one of you. And you don't know how much that means to me. You have no idea. And Nithin himself could tell you, my mind is 24 hours a day on this show. And so, and Nithin, not only he has this show, he's got Jobber in the Mouth, he's got his own career,
In
and
my new
a lot going on.
New company with the NITHIN. And also, guys, just to let you know, the update on the Snoop Dogg meeting, our CEO said that the meeting with Snoop Dogg is rescheduled to next week. So there you go.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Well, you know why things happen. That's why the Yankees have to make big news, so that we come back and we talk about it, and and we move on, and totally move on. And I share something very common with Sean, everyone, and that is this man right here works overnight with the way I did.
Yeah.
And it's not hard. It's not easy. It's not easy doing what we did. And trust me when I tell you, when I see 8:00 at night, it's like the greatest thing for me, because I don't have to leave for work.
Mm-hmm.
And what I do is I worry about this. This is the life right now, making you people smile. And if I can do that, I've done my job.
Yep.
And I really, I'm so looking forward to giving you the best baseball coverage and we have the best with Ken at the Yankees, The Ugly Truth. You can't get better than that. The guy dissects baseball. He knows baseball like the back of his hand.
Shout out to Ken from The Ugly Truth, man. He does a great job, and he does it. And his son John is doing. He's been a big part of this, and also Ken is always putting out great shorts, man. Every single day he puts out awesome shorts. Go check it out, Ken from The Ugly Truth, man. He does a great job. So
yep, and what people don't realize is that we're a family. We're not. There's no. People say, "Oh, are you doing this?" No, we're not doing because we believe in each other. We rah-rah each other. That's the whole point. You want to be there. Because you can be the greatest player, the greatest creator. You're never perfect. Nobody's perfect. But you learn from your mistakes. And if you do that, you are going to be in a spotlight like a Nithin, like everybody else, and just succeed. Just go out there, give that little extra, because let me tell you something, people. When you're lucky enough to get out of that bed and go and you take your shower, you get ready, you go outside, you can do all that, then you're a winner, and you're strong. And you're the best. Yep. Never forget that. Every inch, I don't care if you go a block away from your house or an inch from your house. I know this sounds crazy, But do you understand the power that you have? People don't realize that. Use your power to go get what you want out of life. Don't let it go. Just do it. And that's what these ball players do. And that's what these writers do. They don't stop. Yeah, they get set back. Of course, everybody gets set back. But you get up, you fall off a horse. You got to get right back on. You can't run away from it because then you're running away from reality. You don't want to do that. So just a little advice to let everybody know how much we care about you guys.
Well, hey, Joe.
Yeah.
Well said.
Thank you. Thank you, Nick.
Yeah, well said.
Pat was a very inspirational guy for us here.
Glad that my team and I could help out with that also. He's one of the best, man. He's good.
Oh, yeah. No, he really.
I'm glad that my team and I could help out with that. And then tomorrow, you guys are going to enjoy tomorrow too with Paul and then Chef Nick that night. And then Friday, you're going to enjoy Kayla. So, guys, get ready.
We've got some week, and I'm ready for for each and every one. And get your questions ready for Paul tomorrow. He's going to be a great guest, everyone. If you like acting, as you know, we do our entertainment portion of the show tomorrow, and it's going to be great. It's absolutely going to be great. And then we have the nighttime with Chef Nick, and then we have Friday with Kayla, big time photographer.
Yep.
And then we have our NBA show. Don't forget about that, folks.
Yeah, our NBA show, 8 p.m. Eastern that night.
That's right. That's right. So we appreciate it. And guys, we've been on an hour and a half. Some thoughts. Why don't you start it off, Sean?
What's up, Jules? Whoever's new, please subscribe to the channel.
Right. So, yes, like and subscribe, everyone. If you're here and you aren't already subscribed, you haven't hit the like button, do so. But yeah, guys, shout out to Pat. That was a great interview. A lovely time having that discussion. It's nice to hear it from the guys that, cover the Yankees or cover the teams in MLB, and they have a way of navigating it that it's awesome. But also, I want to say shout out to Joe. Shout out to Ken from the Yankees, The Ugly Truth. Shout out to NITHIN and his team. They keep bringing us superstar guests. And they even brought us a Hall of Famer and Andrew Jones. So,
amazing.
Yeah.
Absolutely amazing.
And guys, I mean, as soon as this I have a feeling as soon as this Cody Bellinger is done, he signs on the dotted line, that the floodgates are going to open as far as free agents and the trade stuff. It's all going to open up, and we're going to get a lot of wild moves going on.
Well, we know NITHIN's going to start dancing, so that's I can't wait. He's not going to live that one down. He's going to start dancing.
To the Yankees. No, I'm just joking.
There you go.
But no, I mean, as frustrated as I've gotten with it, I'm just holding true to that he'll end up as Yankee most likely. That's just the best fit for him, in my opinion. But I could also be wrong.
I really appreciate everybody in the chat rah-rahing for everybody to subscribe. Thank you so much, man. We're trying to get that 39%. That's a whole ton of people that watch us every day and don't subscribe. It's like amazing, but the numbers grow from that 39%. So come on, guys. Let's not make it go over 40. Let's come over. Press that subscribe button, as Nick would say, smash it and come aboard. Show us the love so that we can do everything possible to make you guys smile all the time. We're going to do it anyway, but it would give us more of a rah-rah if you would do that. We really appreciate it. So, Sean, did you have anything else you wanted to add?
Let's go Yankees.
Oh, that's pretty good. And that's going to lead us to the one and the only, the amazing NITHIN.
You should play my my drop real quick, and then I'll go.
You know, you want everything, don't you?
Joe, come
Oh
on.
my God.
This is NITHIN Ramachandra from the
There you go,
NR
guys.
Media. You're listening to NY Yankee Mania. Like and subscribe, and stay tuned for more.
There you go, short and sweet. But yeah, guys, great job today, Joe and Sean, with our guy Pat. You guys did amazing, and also the chat was interactive today. And please, whoever is new in here, please continue to subscribe and like this channel, and also subscribe to our Job in the Mouth show, and also NITHIN Sports Shows. And we got big things coming with my new company that I'm with, Nation's Best NIL Dream Company, and guys, a lot of things happening there. Let's go Yankees. Hopefully the Yankees make moves, and hopefully Cody Bellinger signs. A lot of things are happening, but keep up the great work, everyone. And you never know, we might go live tonight. So let's see what happens, and let's keep it going.
This is Johnny Salami from NY Yankee Mania. Like and subscribe.
There you go.
Hi, this is Ken from Yankees The Ugly Truth. You're on live with Joe at NY Yankee Mania. Enjoy the adventure.
Hi, my name is Maria Venuto, and you are watching New York Yankee Mania.
Kudos. Woo!
There you go.
Hey, what's up, guys? My name is Asad. I'm from New York Yankee Mania. This is the home base of New York Yankees baseball, basketball, and such. We cover everything from baseball to basketball to football to wrestling to everyday situations. Please comment, like, and subscribe. And if you want the latest news, you know where to check out. Come check out New York Yankee Media, and let's go Yankees, let's go Nets, let's go Brooklyn, let's go to the local teams. And once again, please like and subscribe. Welcome to New York Yankee Mania. My name is Asad, and let's have a great time, guys. Thank you.
Wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce myself or reintroduce myself. My name is Chef Nick. I am here for you. This is NY Yankee Mania, NY Mania for the entertainment purposes. Please smash, like, punch, stomp, jump on the like button, subscribe, share. Please do any domestic violence as you can in a polite way. You guys are the savages in the NY Yankee Mania. I am your chef to your savage to your cabbage. I will shred you like coleslaw. Let's do this. You guys are my rock stars. You guys are my chefs. Love you all. Let's rock on. We got this, baby. Chef's kiss, baby. Let's do this.
Breaking news.
Hey, everybody, this is Noah Eagle from NBC Sports, and you're all smart. You're top-tier sports fans because you're watching NY Yankee Media, the best to get the rest.
I think you guys liked some of our promos. It was.
Well,
it was
you forgot one. Ion Eagle.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about Iron Eagle.
Iron Eagle, come on.
Hey, everybody, it's Iron Eagle. You are watching NY Yankee Mania.
The best.
The best.
Well, we got a couple of new ones that are gonna come maybe later this afternoon, and Sean is going to be part of that, and so it's going to be a lot of fun.
We forgot to do one for Pat.
Yeah, I know. I figured maybe we'll get him the next time, and if he can help us out with it. I felt I didn't want to put him on the spot too much. It's the first time meeting us, but we'll do it next time. I would love to have him, sure.
Yeah, and then Howie. We forgot about Howie.
Howie Coppin?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Howie Coppin will be coming on soon again. I'm not worried about that, and once baseball comes, all heck will break loose here on this channel. So, guys, just hang in there. Just hang in there. And NITHIN brought up the point. Yes, if the Yankees do make noise or we're getting close or something, we will put a short out immediately and then come on live. So don't worry about that. There's no time frame here. This is important. That's what we're here for. If the Yankees make, obviously 3 o'clock in the morning is going to be a little tough, but you know what I mean? Up until 11 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock, we will do another show if it makes sense because, we don't want to be stale, people. We do not
Yeah.
want to be stale.
And that
yeah.
around that 1 o'clock in the morning, that's when you get like troll mania.
Yeah, exactly. We don't want that at all. And remember, everyone, tomorrow morning, no coffee bagels. You could still have it, but we're going to come on at 4 o'clock with lunch. So we're going to have lunch, your sandwiches, your whatever you like to have with it. Don't spend too much money, guys. Make those eggs like I showed you in the shorts. Get those slices of pizza and everything, and we're going to have some more cooking cooking shows with saving money and going on a cruise. So there's going to be a lot. There's a lot happening, guys. The wheel's always turning. There's always something new that's coming in my head. So hang out, everyone. Be safe. We love you. And Nithin, you got some final thoughts before we scoot out and wait for Yankee news?
I already said my final thoughts, but yeah, guys, keep up the great work, and we'll see you guys soon.
Everyone, God bless you all. God bless America. Please subscribe to the channel. We really, really appreciate it. Subscribe to Jobber in the Mouth. And remember, everyone, that you're right. That if you don't know it, that is Jobber Chamberlain, the ex-great Yankee, New York Yankee pitcher. So please, we're all in one way a family. So we're all together. Please do that, and don't forget the Yankees, the Ugly Truth, Ken's channel, for those unbelievable shorts that he puts out, and they're amazing. And he's a very, very good play-by-play man, and he's part of NY Yankee Mania. So we couldn't be more proud. Stay well, everyone. Have a great, great afternoon. And the minute we hear anything, we come right back to you. Right back at you guys. We love you. God bless you all. God bless America. Let's go, Yankees.